In today's video, we become roadside recovery for a couple of guys in a broken down van. We find a beautiful beach that goes on forever. Sonny slips out of his harness and I try so hard not to freak out. We then head off to the mountains and park up among thousands of wild foxgloves. We've got a town day in Carnarvon and then we survive a crazy windy night parked up along the Menai Straits. Phew. Enjoy this episode of our budget road trip around Wales, friends, and I'll see you at the end. All right, today we are finally leaving Machynlleth. Is it 4 days? I think we've been here now 3 nights. We love it. We will 100% be back. This is my kind of town. I love it. Anyway, I might have broken into my personal budget for some pretty tat to decorate the back of Noodle. And also I had to go back to the Whole Foods store because, can you see in there? They have these like little bars and they're gluten-free and dairy-free. These two are salted caramel. I had one of these yesterday. They are to die for. So again, this came out of my personal funds. They smell so good. And whilst I was in there today, I was paying for them and the lovely lady behind the counter said, "Oh, I love your videos." And I'm like, "What? Hey?" Oh my God, I went bright red. It was so funny. So lovely lady in the Whole Foods store in Machynlleth. I'm so sorry I didn't ask your name, but thank you. You made my day. I've been like recognised. It sounds so big-headed, but I have had people come up to me in the past and say, "Oh, Jane, I watch your videos." But normally they recognise a van before they actually recognise me. At least that's what I assume. And my old van, Myrtle, actually had Hedgecomber written on the back of the van. Or I meet people around my hometown of Blue in Cornwall, and like people come up to me there quite regularly, but like we're hundreds of miles from home and it was completely out of the blue. I had nothing on me stating that that's what I don't know. Anyway, it was very funny and it made my day, even though I did blush lots. So thank you so much for saying hi. I really appreciated that. So now we are hitting the road. We're going to go to the coast. Apparently it's the last dry or sunny day now for like a week or something. So we're going to head to a beach, take the doggy out on a beach hopefully, and go and enjoy the last of the sunshine. We're doing the whole, has this cemetery got a tap we can reach game? Oh, he's found one. Are we robbing a graveyard?
Of course not.
Of course not, okay, good.
Were we doing that last time?
I don't know, it just feels a bit weird. If there was a donation box, we could put a couple of quid in.
Alright.
You got the right fitment?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, I'm getting in place. Okay, right in there. There's the line. We're down to a third or so. Yep, go, go, go. So this is why we buy bottles of drinking water, because we fill up wherever we can. This we use for washing up and for like cleaning the windows, stuff like that. This isn't stuff that we drink. We could boil it, not a problem. We've both got water filter with us, so we could drink it if we needed to. But that's why we buy the 5 litre water bottles. Now we just need to find a bin, and this will be like the perfect day on the road. We're getting close. Yeah, stop. Yep. Alrighty. And the other reason that we like buying bottled water, well, we don't like doing it, we prefer to, is because on the farm that we live on in Cornwall, we've got a borehole, which means our water comes up from the ground. It's not through Southwest Water. So there's no fluoride or horrible bleach smell or taste to it. It's just pure water. So when we do go somewhere where it has got fluoride in it, it tastes and smells really, really strong. So we're very spoiled. I know we're spoiled, but we really, really are spoiled. This clip, just check out that sky. So gorgeous. This was a lovely drive-in day. And then we pulled up behind these 2 guys that had broken down in their works van. There's only 2 of them. One of them's steering. They're trying to push it up a hill to get to a lay-by. It was such a nightmare. The road was so busy. So obviously we pulled over and lent some grunt.
I've got a tow rope if you want pulling. Yeah, oh, that's the one.
Such a boy, he loves it when he finds another vehicle in distress that he can help with.
What's the problem?
Daddy's been a hero. We can't shout at him when he's been a good boy. The poor guys, they ended up ransacking their van trying to find the like towing eye thing that you screw into the front of the van. They couldn't find it. They don't think there was one on board. So the towing option went out the window and instead the pushing option was activated. So do you want to go into this lay-by here? It's a driveway.
I think if we go just beyond that onto the grass would be the best one. Just have
yeah. Well, we got off the side of the road. Us and a few other cars stopped and helped push them up.
And now everyone's puffing.
And now everyone is puffing. That was a good little workout. It was fun. There was a little community vibe. Good deed for the day. It's almost like we need a coffee and a big slice of cake now, Johnny.
Yeah.
So for those that are new here, Sunny is our rescue pup. He joined us last year after a life on the streets of Romania, followed by 4 years in a Romanian rescue centre where they tried to find him a family to rehome him with. They think he's about 9 years old, and we were told that we may never be able to let him off the lead when out walking. Now, we are still working on his recall, and he does come back to us most of the time, but if he were to see something to chase, like a wild rabbit or even a cat on the run, or if something scared him, like a shotgun or a car backfiring, he would be gone 100%, and I cannot take the risk of losing him. So, when he slipped out of his travel harness on this day, luckily we were on a massive beach that was empty of other humans and dogs or anything else to distract him, and thankfully we caught him again really quickly and easily with zero drama. But I can tell you, inside I was freaking out. I was trying to stay cool on the outside, but yeah, I was freaking out. He's such a good boy. What a good boy!
He's a good boy.
That's never happened before.
It was on way too loose.
It was. I keep looking at it thinking, Sunny, well done, darling.
Get out of that one,
what a good boy you are. You're not running off. That was your chance for freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, that was scary. What a good doggy. So I'm walking around with no trousers on, in my knickers and a t-shirt, and I don't care. That's a good boy. You're so brave. You are. God, what a pretty place this is. Mountain range right behind. Wow. Bloody hell, Wales is gorgeous. Nobody ever told me. I'm trying to keep it secret. So we are in Barmouth. Cute little seaside touristy town. Johnny's just popped out to get an ice cream and to get me a bag of chips. But look at the architecture here. This is like old school seaside town. Let me flip you around. Oh, look at these buildings. Proper old stone. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very often I think that seaside touristy towns are just really tacky and tatty. But this is really, really lovely. I'm sure that there is a fair amount of poverty in the local population, as there is in Cornwall, because we're kind of out on a limb, as they are kind of around this area. We haven't seen any signs of that poverty, but I kind of feel that it would be here. A place like this is wholly dependent on tourism, just like we are in our part of Cornwall. And people are spending less, aren't they? So I'm sure that's having a knock-on effect with the local businesses and jobs, etc. But yeah, it's a really pretty place. Really pretty. I'm really surprised how much I like it. God, look at these chips. These are fabulous. They are really good chips.
Okay.
Johnny got a mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I'm not allowed to film him scoffing it.
No.
We're just randomly driving down a country lane towards a beach. There was a park for night stop way back where, which was no good, it had been blocked off. But we just thought, oh, we'll just carry on. We've just seen that at the beach, people are parking on the sand. And I'm sure you've all seen these people on Facebook that park on the sand and then it all goes horribly wrong. So this could be interesting. Also, there's a campsite, so the beach might be part of the campsite and we're not paying. We're going to turn around and find somewhere free if that is the case. Yeah, let's show you what we're dealing with. Little tiny country lanes, very reminiscent of home. Nice spots in that campsite though. Crikey, it's busy. Oh, of course, it's bank holiday weekend and half term, as we've just realised. So yeah, everywhere's going to be busy.
Oh yeah, you can park on the beach. It costs £8.
What, overnight or?
No, just to go on the beach.
Let's not do
No
that.
overnight parking.
Okay. Well, instead of staying on the campsite, we managed to find this lovely little National Trust car park, which surprisingly for National Trust, there was no signs up saying we couldn't stay the night. So we had this place to ourselves, well, us and more crows than I've ever seen in my life. But it was a lovely little Clifftop stop. And these cows really, really liked Sunny. Unfortunately, that love was not reciprocated. Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, which means our budget resets tomorrow. So I'm very cheeky because we're passing through a town called Pwllheli. That's how we're going with pronunciation. You lot can all laugh at me, all the Welsh people watching. I'm sure that's not how you say it. But because it resets tomorrow, I thought we would just go and use a Lidl as we're passing. So let me flip you around and show you what we got for the join. And then, because somebody's been paid, I might have gone a little bit nuts on the personal, but I'm allowed to. I'm on holiday. Alrighty, free range chicken, 2 packs of chicken breast. Johnny, we're going to have chicken for tea, not beef mince.
Right.
Hurrah! Hurrah! A massive bottle of sriracha. I really wanted a dinky one. They didn't have anything but this and bigger, believe it or not. 4 packets of wet wipes because we are almost out. A dozen eggs, free range of course. I treated us to a Thai green curry kit because I don't have any curry paste or anything. This was a couple of quid, I think. It's got coconut milk sachet and all sorts in there. So that, with that, is going to be delicious. Another jar of peanut butter. Again, I always look for 100% peanuts, or maybe with added salt, but I don't want to be eating palm oil, thank you very much. So I always have to hunt around to find one that is just peanuts. 3 cans of tomatoes because we're out, and a little bunch of bananas. Now, from our £40 a week, bearing in mind that the week hasn't actually even started yet, that came to £21 and 9 pence. Now, let me show you the fun bag. It's big. Okay, here is the fun stuff. We've got 2 avocados, a small tub of strawberries, a pot of mixed melon. These are my sweet treat. These are little sesame snaps. 6 cans of no drain tuna, which obviously is going to last forever, so that's cool. 1 giant tub of very dry looking, hiccup inducing sushi. A gigantic bag of walnuts. I don't know why I didn't look for a smaller bag. This was really good value though. And walnuts and black coffee. If you've never sat down with a cup of black coffee and had a couple of walnuts with it, it's like drinking coffee and walnut cake. It's just amazing. Some face wipes, 2 packages of goat's cheese, and some treats for that cute boy, because he's got to have some fun too. And my little lot was a little bit more expensive. Mine came to $29.48, and I have absolutely 0 regrets. Although I will have when I'm hiccuping from that dry sushi, but right now I have no regrets at all. Hey, future editing Janie here, just dropping in to bridge the clips in this video. So from the coast, we decided we were both missing the mountains way too much. So we headed back into Snowdonia National Park, and we found the most stunning park up surrounded by foxgloves. However, the only footage I got of this park up was actually in portrait mode that I made a little video for reels. So I thought I'd just drop the whole reel in here, just in case you didn't see it, just so you can see how beautiful this area was. Holy moly, it was gorgeous. Oh, and yes, we are back home now. We had a great trip. Thanks for asking. I'm just wading through all the footage. I think there's going to be one more video after this from the Wales trip, and then I'm going to work out the funds. How did we do with the budget when I probably don't really want to know the answer. But anyway, back to today's video. Goodbye. Last night we slept in the forest of Snowdonia National Park amongst thousands of foxgloves. I swear, this is more foxgloves than I've ever seen combined in my entire life. This piece of forest had recently been felled and replanted with pine trees, but where the light has been able to touch the earth, likely for the first time in decades, it's allowed these majestic flowers to bloom. This is reason 4,365,000 why I love travelling in a van. It's so that I get to experience this little slice of nature that I wouldn't otherwise have ever seen. Good boy, son. You're all right, kid. You're doing good, sonny. That is pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah.
We found this great little park up just outside of Carnarvon along the Menai Strait. This was such a beautiful beach. I spent way too long collecting way too many shells, much to Johnny's disgust. Fast, don't they?
Yeah. Strong wind.
If this is your van, you are very cool. I love it.
Love the stickers.
We're just currently getting lost in Carnarvon. We've got to now go under a bridge that we're 70 mil short of. Not scary at all, is it, John?
No.
Oh my gosh! Right, you beautiful souls, that's it for today's video. This bridge that we're crossing is across the Menai Straits onto the island of Anglesey, where we have some proper adventures, but I'm going to keep those adventures for the next video. Sorry, not sorry. Make sure you subscribe and ding that bell, and then you'll get notified next week when that video is ready and uploaded. Until then, look after yourselves, have a great week, and we'll see you guys soon. Ta-ta for now.